Going too hard too soon in the gym can be harmful to your health. Let's talk about it. I remember 2 years ago when I signed up for the gym, it was going to be a life changing thing for me. I was going to work out, I was going to look good, and life is good. However, when I went there, they got all this equipment, treadmills, the cycle bike, and you name it, they got it, right? But what do? I go over, the first thing I go to is the weights. Now, mind you, I never been in the gym before. I never lifted weights before. But the first thing I did was I go over to the weights and then I piled on, I think it was 120 pounds and proceeded to lift it. Now, mind you, I didn't warm up. I didn't start out light. Nothing. Went over there and lifted all the way. And guess what? I hurt my shoulder. Hurt my shoulder coming out the gate. And it took almost a year for me to get my shoulder back right. Where am I going with this? When you go in the gym, don't look at all them other people because you go in the gym, people really doing their thing. They lifting weights, they running hard on the treadmill, and they doing all kind of stuff. And it only makes you want to do it, even though you know you've been a couch potato and you know you haven't been doing anything. But all of a sudden, you feel you got the energy to jump in and do what they doing. And I can tell you, I injured this shoulder, I injured this shoulder, I hurt my this area underneath my ribs, and I hurt my hip. All from trying to go too hard too soon. With the gym, you gotta put on like some blinders or something where you're not looking at the other people. You gotta start slow, not fast, not hard, but slow. Maybe get on that treadmill and don't go hard on that treadmill. If you ain't been running in years, maybe start out just walking on it and then build up that momentum. And when you go to the weights, don't grab the heaviest weights you can find, like I did. Maybe start out with something light. Don't worry about what the people think. Try 50 pounds, and then do build yourself up, right? You can do more reps with probably 50 than you can with 120 if you can lift 120 pounds. So, you want to, it's a slow progression, is what I'm saying. It prevents you from hurting yourself, because most gyms, I think you probably signed some type of waiver saying now if you hurt yourself, that's on you. So what you want to do is, unless you're dealing with a personal trainer, but from what I see, most people are their own personal trainers. They go in and they do whatever, and that's fine. Whatever works for you works for me. But what I'm saying with these injuries, lifting too heavy, putting too much stress on the body all at one time, you're shocking everything. And the body, and if you didn't stretch and warm up and hydrate yourself, that only adds to the flame because the body, number one, isn't prepared to do all those things that you wanted to do. And I can tell you, you hurt your shoulder, that's a painful situation. And then when I hurt my side underneath my ribs, I had to go to the doctor for that to get it looked at. And then, there's a lot of people with hip injuries. And so, you just gotta take your time and start slow. Don't go in there. Don't look at everybody else. People lifting, people running hard, and people jumping, and people doing all kind of stuff. Look at your own situation. If you was a couch potato like myself, just take it easy. Go into light. Everything you should do in the gym should be light, starting out. Not heavy, light. If you ain't did no pull-ups, you're not gonna jump up on that bar and start all of a sudden you doing reps. I see some people, they jump up there and they're, whoa, they going at it. If you ain't been doing them, you probably can't do one. So, start out slow on all that equipment. The gym has great equipment. I can honestly tell you, when I injured myself, the gym was the place that I went for my physical therapy. And everything is good again. My hip is good, my shoulder's good, that pain underneath my ribs is good. But, so you got equipment in there if you learn how to use it first. And then once you learn how that equipment works, then take your time using it until you build up your endurance to where you want to be. But you just can't go hard in the gym, because you said, your fellow workout people going strong. You're not at their level. Look at your level, and if you're not used to being in the gym, then you just gotta take it easy. Or you're gonna hurt yourself. So that's all I have for you. Again, this is Kay back at it with a new video.